Hi guys, welcome back to the Totally Magic channel. A quick trick for you, all about premonitions. You see, I think everyone gets a premonition at some point in their life. Now, I was driving here today and I had a premonition. It had nothing to do with what I was doing in the car. It just was totally out of context. But I made a note of it for some reason. Now, we've got a deck of cards here, which, as you can see, are just regular cards. Well, we don't need the Joker, not yet anyway. We are going to use that. That comes in quite useful. But I want you to be sure that the cards are just regular. And in fact, we'll give these a quick shuffle because, as you can see, they are normal, but I want to make sure they're in a random order. Now, I know what you're thinking. Maybe both of us studied those cards as they were going past and we've remembered positions of one or two. So I tell you what, you have the final say. Cut the cards anywhere and complete the cut. The spectator has a free choice of that. You see, what I thought it'd be interesting to do is to generate a random card. Now, I know I could ask you for a card, but most people tend to go for the high value cards, the Queen of Hearts, the Ace of Spades. So we want it to be totally random. And I think the best way of doing that is if we get you to pick a random value and a random suit. And I think the best way of doing that with these cards mixed up, if you take the Joker and use it as a marker and just push it in between any two cards like that, and we'll use the top and bottom card. The top one can be the value and the bottom one can be the suit. So grab hold of that and you've got a free choice of anywhere. You can put it anywhere. You want it there. Do you want to move it? Maybe I bunched these up for a reason. You want to get into there. Yeah. You want it here. You don't want to change your mind. Now I'm going to do this slowly and deliberately because I want to just prove, let's just move these out of the way. You can see that that is the top and bottom card. That's important to note here, top and bottom. Let's just get all of these cards out of the way. But the top and bottom, remember I said the top one is the value. Should we take a look? Wow, quite a high card. A 10, so your value is 10. Let's have a look at the suit. It's a club, so your card is the 10 of clubs. Now, you could have picked any two cards and they would have been a totally different card. This could be the 7 of hearts. So that is your random card. But do you remember I said I had a premonition? And when I was in the car, I grabbed my cards, because I always keep them in my pocket, and I scribbled that down. Now, I scribbled it on one of these cards, and I can't see it anywhere but the Joker. You see, you've been holding this throughout. My premonition that I made a few hours ago, shall we see what it says? You'll find the card at 13. You see, the unlucky for some number 13 came to my mind. So I scribbled this down 2 hours before we even did this trick. You'll find the card at 13. The cards that have been shuffled, you cut them, you chose a randomized card. Let's take a look. 1, in fact, we'll do it face up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13th card, what is it? It's the 10 of clubs, the perfect card in the perfect position, 13. And so sometimes premonitions, when they're placed in the correct context, they become an absolute miracle. Practice and enjoy. So here is a tutorial for this one. Very simple. We've done it 100 times on this channel, and if you search YouTube, many other people use this. The cards are in a stack, and you know what I'm going to say if I said that the stack goes up in threes. Si Stebbins, that's right. This deck is in a Si Stebbins stack. Now, for those of you that don't know what a Si Stebbins stack is, it's where cards are stacked in an order. I'm not going to go into it, but I will leave a link to setting up the Si Stebbins stack. Just below this video, there'll be a little link in the description. So click that and there's a tutorial on the Si Stebbins. It's only about 3 or 4 minutes long. Alternatively, search YouTube and you'll find hundreds of magicians demonstrating how the Si Stebbins works. But believe me, it's in an order that I know, okay? They go up in threes, okay, all the cards. That's all you've got. Now at the start, you can introduce a joker with this written on. Now I put the number 13. You can do any number around 12. 12 is a bang on hit. If you make it 13, 14, or maybe 10, 11, and the only reason I did that is to fool another magician. If you're not performing this for other magicians, keep it at 12, but I like to do 13, unlucky for some. So any of those numbers, and you'll see why. Because the amazing thing about this stack is that if I choose any 2 cards, let's say I pick the 2 top cards, yeah, a 7 and a 10. So if I say that's a 7 of diamonds, believe it or not, 12 cards from here will match that 7 of diamonds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. The 12th card is the 7 of diamonds. How is that possible? That's because of the stack. It's automatic. So for those of you that have been using the Si Stebbins for years, it's ready-made. It's there, perfect there for you. So all I do is on the back of a joker, because we normally throw these out, I just write a prediction, but you could write it on a piece of paper before you start in front of them. I quite like this, and we can also use that as an indicator, a marker as to which 2 cards they want. So the cards are in the stack. All you do is you can give them some false cuts like this. Well, sorry, false shuffle. As you know, with the Si Stebbins, you can cut the cards and it doesn't ruin the stack like most stack systems. So I like to do a few shuffles and then I say to them, they are regular. You can show the cards and then get them to cut them so they have the last cut of the cards like that. You spread the cards across the table and get them to insert this anywhere. Now, wherever they put it, it is a free choice. As you spread the cards, make it a bit messy, because if I cut the cards here, 12 cards in this direction will be their chosen card. So what I do is, as I spread these across like this, note this card here, I'm going to just do this and see how messy I've got it really messy, because I'm trying to get this card from here to here. So it's now 13 cards. If your prediction was position 14, then you want to take 2 cards across. Okay. If you want one less, 11 or 10, then you would take this card across here. I hope that makes sense. So it's 12 positions from here as normal, if you're going to do that. That way you haven't got to do any secret move. if you're not that confident. But otherwise, for me, I just slide one card over here. Look how messy that is as I push these apart. This lower half has got to go on top. You're done with that. People have forgotten all about this because they don't know what's coming next. As soon as you turn these over, the value is a jack and the suit is a diamond, the jack of diamonds. As soon as they pick up the cards and deal them. Now, if you're doing this for magicians, I try to count them covering up the previous one, because if I do it like this, some magicians will kind of clock on to the fact that we've got them in the Si Stebbins order. You don't have to deal them face up. If you want to deal them face down, you can if you want, but I prefer to do them face up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13, and I make sure I cover everything up so they can't see the previous card. There it is there, the Jack of Diamonds, automatic. That is a great self-worker using the Si Stebbins. And it's a quick, simple reset, because all you need to do is to turn these over on top, push off the top card and put the value card and then the suit card in there, and you've got it back in the Si Stebbins order, all ready for another performance. And of course you could repeat it somewhere else out of earshot of the other people, but just use a different prediction. Maybe write one down next time on a piece of paper, okay, giving a different position, okay, and remembering to do that little secret move of transferring cards. But if you don't do any of that, then the position will always be position 12 from where they inserted the card. Okay, anyway, practice and enjoy, and don't forget that link just below if you want to see a tutorial, and I'll even put a little box up here somewhere that links to that tutorial for the Si Stebbins. Till next time, take care.